Hi and welcome to another video. So today I'm going to be doing my first Zwift race this year and my first Zwift race since I did Zwift Academy last year, so probably since about December, November time. So yeah, the race I'm going to enter is another crit race. They are my favourite type of race. They're pretty all out, but they're pretty short over quickly. I decided to enter as Cat C. So the reason I decided to enter as Cat C is I weigh a bit more than I did when I was racing last time. So I am losing weight slowly. I was about 85 kilos a month or so ago, and I'm now down at, I weighed myself this morning, 80 bang on. And my FTP was a bit down as well. So last time I did an FTP test, when I got the Wattbike, it was about 260. And the FTP will be a bit lower because, well, I'm eating less and I'm doing a lot less intense exercise. Even when I was in Calpe, it was pretty low intensity, even if there was quite a lot of exercise being done out there. So I think Cat C is right for where I am right now. 3.1 watts per kilogram. At 80 kilograms, it's about 240 watts. And I think that's probably about right. Okay, so my laptop's updating because it decided the best time to do an OS update is just before I want to use it to do a race. I prefer to race on the laptop because I can do the screen recording a bit better than I can on the iPad, and then edit it into the video. So let's cut to that now. All right, so we're in the pen now. A couple of things to mention. Yes, I haven't subscribed to Zwift. I've got 25k remaining. That's enough for this race. It's only 12k, I think, something like that. So yeah, don't worry about that. I will be subscribing. Just want to make the most of the free one. It gets me an extra day for free, right? So the other thing to mention, a little bit of a setup change. I've still got this fan here, which is just a really cheap home fan like you would have. But I've also now invested in a Cleaver Vatmaster. The one for fitness that comes with a little remote control that's here. I don't think you can see it in the video. I've got an iPad here just running the companion app, and the remote control is just underneath it, which lets me select the speed. It's less than half the price of the Headwind, and it's probably 90% as good. The only feature it's missing is the ability to automatically adjust the speed according to your heart rate. Don't know if I need that so much. We also really are risking it with the battery life of the laptop. When the laptop is running Zwift, doing screen recording, and it's also driving a TV screen that you can't see, but I like to have it on the TV there. So when it's doing all that, it can't actually charge as quick as it's draining the battery, it seems. I'm using the Apple 100 watt charger. So yeah, the battery's going down as we use it, and we've only got 29%. So yeah. Hopefully it lasts the race. I won't be talking too much in this video. I'll do a voiceover again, just like I used to do back in the olden days. Okay, so 10 seconds to go, and I am in the pen. I'm trying to get my power up a little bit, but I don't think I get it up quite as much as I should. I should really be at like 350, 400 watts for the start, and it's really important because of the averaging of the power. I think it's a 3-second average. So you need to be up at quite a high power 2 seconds before the start so that your 3-second average is good. And I think it's that reason why I do lose the front group for a really short while at the start. A few people have commented on my other racing videos while I've not been making them that my heart rate's too low when I do start the race. So I tried to improve on that this time, and I started with my heart rate quite high, tried to get it high before the start. And I think that did help me in the race as well. So yeah, thanks for the comments on that. That did help. So yeah, quite quickly I do catch the front group again. I'm a bit worried about how much power I used to get there. I feel like I did use quite a lot of effort. And then too much effort, to be honest, because look, I get in front and I decide, yeah, I need to just cool it off now, get behind that group and just stick in the group, which I managed to do. It's never hard to go backwards. So yeah, then I'm just with this group for pretty much the whole race, really. Just nicely in the group there. Just a decent effort, as you can see by the graph at the bottom. There's been a few times I've had to put some more effort in. But yeah, just it's going well basically at this stage. It's quite an uneventful race. I do seem to struggle a lot on this uphill section with the cobbles. So you can see it really here in lap 4, which was probably my worst lap, that
I struggle on the uphill, on the cobbles, and I don't know if it's just I'm not used to the Wattbike gearing and I'm in the wrong gear, or maybe the settings I need to look at for the Wattbike. This is my first race on the Wattbike, and it really is the first time I've used gears on the Wattbike, with the exception of a couple of workouts on Sufferfest, but that's very different to racing on Zwift. But yeah, you see, because of that uphill section, I end up losing the front, and I'm kind of on my own at this point. I think I'm leading a couple of people behind me if you look at the timing screen, but I'm losing that group in front and I need to catch up with them. Now luckily, one big improvement I've seen on the Wattbike over my previous turbo is this section of the crit circuit where there's the hills. I seem to be really good at getting like good power on this little section and managing to catch up with a group. In the past, on my old direct drive turbo trainer, I always seem to just lose the group on these hills. So that is one place where I don't know why, but the Wattbike really does help me perform better. So yeah, back in the front group and happy again. Just pretty much stay there right to the end. So yeah, this is the last lap now, and same thing happens, although it's not as bad as it was on lap 4. Start losing that front group again. I put a bit more power down, you can see, for that hill. In fact, I'm out the saddle here at one point, and that does keep me much closer to the front than you saw previously. So yeah, then we're round this corner for the straight before the little bumps. You can see just looking at the graph how much extra power I put out there compared to on lap 4, actually, looking at the cobbled section. The group does start to split up a bit here. I think everyone's getting a little bit excited for the finish, but obviously no one wants to put out too much effort too soon. Then we're round into these lumps. It's useful having this lumpy section right close to the finish, for me at least, because it's a section I'm good at. I don't actually know what the ghost is at this point, and I fail to use it correctly. I've since looked it up and I realise what it does now. So that's one improvement that I can make for future races. So yeah, 200 metres to go, and I try and put more power down. My sprint's never been great. I'm out the saddle, what does it hit? 750 watts max. But yeah, I can't sustain that. It stays above 700, it's not bad for me. And I crossed the line.
So I don't know if that is the right category. Maybe I should have gone into Cat B, but only just. I think if I'm classified on Zwift Power, I should be 5th. I think the top 2 will get disqualified. I really am borderline there. So yeah, let's go have a look at the results now. Okay, so looking at Zwift Power now, and we did not get disqualified, amazingly. So yeah, we must have been right at the top, just about to get disqualified. So yeah, as predicted, came in 5th. P1 and P2 got disqualified because they were way overpowered. P1 was seconds in front, which was suspicious, to say the least. So yeah, pretty happy with that. 5th place. I think that if I'd have utilised the power-ups a bit better, particularly the ghost at the end, then I could have done better. I think I could have been top 3. I wasn't far off it, like 4 tenths. It's just my sprint was pretty rubbish at the end. I had a bad effort at the end, but I stuck with the front group all the way through. The race was pretty good. I think losing a little bit more weight and a little bit more training on turbo, and I think I can be up there in Cat B, maybe even from the next race that I do. So yeah, pretty happy with that. So as always, please remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next one.